I've never had a subordinate who never graduated high school like you. I'm gonna teach you what it's like to work a real job. When did I ever say that I'm your subordinate? Huh?
Trouble Busters!
My name is Tom. I'm a hard-working young man. What? Why are you here, Tom? Hey, Trevor. Welcome back from your business trip. How dare you make me say hi to you first? What? You just happened to notice me before I did. Even though we got started working for the company at the same time, you should still pay some respect to your boss. You need to do what you need to do. You may be right, but I've never had a subordinate who never graduated high school like you. I'm gonna teach you what it's like to work a real job. What? Don't give me that attitude. You should just say, yes, sir. Okay, yes, sir. Great. Now, I don't know how you've been working at the branch, but being at the HQ is like being at war. You'll need to place the highest level of focus or you'll be left behind. Hey, Trevor, you forgot your belongings. And that's when I finally got there. The contract was almost about to fail, but I saved the day. I tend to work better under a pressuring environment. Not so hasty. Do you want to know what happened after? No, I'm just wondering if we should get to work. We're working right now. Huh? I'm telling you how great I am at what I do. Is that work? Yup, I'm sure you'll be a fan of mine by the time I'm done telling you. I think we should start getting to work. Oh, don't worry about it. What do you mean? You don't have to do anything. What? Isn't that just like slacking off? It's all right. You're contributing to the company by not doing anything. What? You're at your best performance when you're not doing anything. What? Now let me continue my story. You must be wondering how I turned the tables. And that's why the majority of the women in this company are in love with me, or not. Can we get to work now? What is it, Tom? Let's go drinking now. Well, there's something I need you to look at before we do that. What is it? Is it a surprise? It's going to be over here. Oh, you better satisfy me. You're doing a surprise on me out of all people in this company? You can't possibly... Wait! That's the president! And the vice president! And the executive director? Why? I hear you've been quite rude to Tom, who's your boss. I wanted to hear your side of the story about this. What? I thought Tom was my... When did I ever say that I'm your subordinate? What made you even think that I'm your subordinate? Huh? Wait, what's going on? What's going on is that I'm your boss. I'm now the manager of our sales department. What? The manager? How do you not even know this when you work at the sales department? I was on a business trip. What about the email? There was a company-wide email about this promotion. Well, quite frankly, I'm a little glad that he didn't read that email. Oh, Tom! I'm just happy that Mr. Tom is trying to save me. Save you? Yup, I'm grateful that we know each other. You must be misunderstanding something. Huh? What I'm trying to say is that because you thought that I was your subordinate, I was able to see the exact person you are. I'm not letting him get away with this. Trouble Busters. What do you mean by that? Did I ever do anything to upset you? Do you really think you treated me the way you should have? Oh, I guess I might have gotten a little too excited to see ya. And does that make it okay for you to continue bragging about yourself for hours? What? I was just having a fun conversation with you. You're not getting away with your lies. What? I'm not lying. Since you're new to HQ, I thought we could chat a little so we could break the ice. I may have ended up going off the topic, but that was also because I wanted you to feel comfortable working here. I had no bad intentions. I heard you looked down at him about how he never graduated high school. I never said that. Education has nothing to do with as soon as we're all colleagues. But you're the one who kept bringing up the educational background. I said those things because I wanted to compliment you. Are you always like this? No, I'm not. And I never meant to say anything to insult you, Mr. Tom. I'm willing to apologize if I ended up sounding that way, but I've always admired you. I don't need you to be admiring me. I just want you to do your job, and that's it. Understood, sir. I will do so moving forward. Thank you for your time. No, we're not done yet. We're just about to get started. We're about to start discussing the real subject, which is the termination of the contract. Oh, regarding that, I talked to Keith the other day and he's willing to take responsibility. Are you sure about that? I've watched your interaction with Keith. So what? Mr. Tom, I'm starting to feel like you're personally attacking me. As the three of you here just saw, he's trying to bring me down. I'm sure he envies the fact that I was promoted before him, and because I graduated Travart University. What are you even talking about? Why would Tom ever envy you for your educational background? Our company values performance over educational background. There's no reason for Tom to envy you, Trevor. It would only make more sense if you would envy Tom for being promoted sooner than you when you value educational background so much. I don't think it's a good use of our time figuring out what makes sense at this point. There isn't a right answer to that anyways. Yeah, so I shouldn't be in trouble, right? No, that's not my point. You don't feel sorry about anything, do you? What do you mean by that? How you treated me and what you've done to Keith. I never did anything to deserve trouble. You just won't admit it, huh? You're so persistent. If you're gonna make such a huge deal out of this, I'm gonna report you to HR. Are you sure? I don't think that's something you'd really want to do for your own interests. Oh, shut up. You don't get to say that when you can't even prove that I did anything wrong. I knew you would say that. Anyone would say that. I never recall doing anything bad. Oh, yeah? Why don't we confirm that then? What is that? This is a video recording of your day today, up until just half an hour ago. Oh, video recording? You said hi to me, thinking that I was your subordinate. I had a bad feeling about you already, so I decided that I could start off my job by supervising how you work with your colleagues. And I asked some of our team members to take a video recording of how you were behaving. How dare you! You don't deserve to be upset. If we continue this conversation, I know that you'd only continue to lie after a lie. I'm willing to listen if you have anything to say about this, but... Yikes! There it is! Look at you, morally harassing your colleague. Oh my God! We knew you were lying to us. Oh Lord, is that what this looks like to you? It's obvious to anyone's eyes that you're power harassing your subordinate. I never thought you would do anything like this. This video was taken with bad intentions. It's not a video taken with bad intentions. It's a video of bad intentions. This is quite concerning to us as a company. Concerning? This isn't even a big deal. It is a big deal. Don't tell me that you've been taking credit from your subordinates. No. What took you so long to answer? Are you lying again? I'm not. I would never do anything like that. We don't trust you. About how you treated Tom and about the contract termination. Everything you said so far has been a lie. I just happened to confuse myself. Damn it, I can't believe this is the outcome of what I thought I was doing the right thing. Stop pretending like you're talking to yourself. And we're not going to buy that. You're such an eyesore. If you really thought you were doing the right thing, it still makes us question your morals. Anyways, the only right thing to do at this point is to have you take responsibility for how you've treated Keith, and for you to be responsible for the contract termination with our business partner. What? But Keith was the one who took action. And you approved that action, which is why you should be responsible for this. I trusted Keith, and that's why I gave him a go. Isn't that how we do things around here? Why do we need you at all, then? What? What benefit are you giving the company for working as an assistant manager? I give approvals, but things should ultimately be our team members' responsibility because they're the ones who take action. I can't possibly be responsible for every mishap they make. We don't need you in your position if you'd approve things that you're not willing to be responsible for. How dare you say that when you didn't even attend college? So after all, that's what you care about. The personnel arrangement isn't even right to begin with. What exactly do you mean? I have so much better educational background. I'm smarter. Are you saying that your graduation certificate is what proves what you're saying? That's right. And I pride myself. You might as well dispose of that pride. Shut up. You're not even proud of yourself. Your pride isn't helping you at all to be a productive boss. Why don't you just get this? What? You graduated Travard University. I'm sure it wasn't easy. If only you were able to make use of what you learned in college, I'm sure you would have been successful. What are you talking about? You're not using the potential energy you have from graduating Travard University. And if you don't use your energy, it only turns into fat, not muscle. Have you been living your life not being able to lose a single game? I respect the fact that you have a high level of educational background. I never graduated high school, and I admire people who graduated college. And that's why my subordinates help me with spelling errors all the time. Tom, you spelled A-S-S-E-S to spell the word assess. You're missing an extra S at the end. The way you spelled it means a bunch of butts. Oh my God, thanks for telling me. I'm glad you caught that. It's always okay to ask for help when you need it. And it's also important to help others when they need it too. We need to say thank you when someone helps us, and we need to say sorry when we make a mistake. What part of that don't you understand? But the only people I have around me are dumb and uneducated people. Why would I want to beg for help? Does that make it okay for you to make others responsible for what you've done? Or to look down on others? Do you really think your team will perform well like that? Why do I have to be taught a lesson from a guy like Tom? He just got lucky to be promoted. That face. You look like you're refusing to understand what I'm saying. I can't possibly agree to anything you would ever tell me. Okay, I guess you can't help it. I don't think you're fit for your position as an assistant manager for the sales department. You can't say that out of your personal feelings. I'm not. I'll have supporting evidence. I can't possibly punish you for every sin that you've committed, but I'm sure I can prove my point by finding evidence of how you've blamed others and taken credit from others too. You can't go back to talk about the past. You're the only person who considers them to be in the past. Your victims will never forget what you've done to them. They're sad and they're hurt. I only did things out of a care for the company. You're not getting away by talking vaguely like that. The first and foremost thing that I'm going to do to make our department better is to take great care of my subordinates. Does that mean? You already know it for yourself. I'm going to audit all the sales records ever since you were assigned to your current position. Wait, no, you can't do that! It sounds like you have something you're trying to hide. I just don't feel comfortable. Not comfortable, huh? Yes! That only gives me more reason to conduct the audit. That's not true! Oh, please, you can't do this to me! It's up to you, right? You're the manager! What makes you think that I do you a favor and look the other way? I'm sure we'll be taking action about you after we get the audit reports. Actions? What actions are you talking about? What goes around comes back around. I can only hope that you weren't as terrible a person as I thought. No matter how much you regret, it's not going to change what you've already done. I'm taking you with me, Tom. Huh? Taking Tom with you? I don't know what to say to you guys. None of you have the skills to know who's truly fit to be promoted. Don't tell me you're still going to talk about educational backgrounds again. Say whatever you want. I'm gonna reveal your highest education just to humiliate you and to spread a bad reputation about you. That's not going to get you anywhere. You're only digging yourself a deeper hole. Shut up! I know I won't get to keep this job anyway. I'm gonna take you with me if that's what's gonna happen to me. Everyone already knows what my highest education was. What? People will find out sooner or later. Besides, I don't care if they find out. How could you ever be so shameless about such a poor educational background? Watch your mouth. This is enough. I wanted to save you if I could, but you're only making this difficult for yourself. What? Wait, are you upset with me? Get out of my way. Don't get so mad. Look, I just ended up saying those things out of impulse. And do you really think that we can keep you in a managerial position when you say things out of impulse like that? Oh, come on, Tom. We're classmates. We started working here at the same time. Just forgive and forget. No way. I'm gonna make sure I get to the bottom of every sin you've committed. What? You might even end up making me a homeless person. Are you trying to ruin my life? If your life gets ruined, you should only blame yourself for what you've done until now. But I can't change the past, so you should just let it go. I can't believe how shameless you could get. Not only in front of me, but in front of our president, VP, and the executive director. That's how desperate I am. I have a family, so please. No way. No matter what you tell me, I'm not letting you get away. You better face your consequences. Oh my God! As I declared, I started off my job as a manager for my department by conducting an audit of all the sales records ever since Trevor was assigned to his current position. We discovered that he had been taking his team's credit while he would blame his team for any mistakes that were made. Trevor was transferred from HQ to one of the branches. I was hoping that he'd learn his lesson from this time around to become a better person, but he ultimately resigned from the company shortly after the transfer. His wife broke up with him while he went looking for a new job because he now has to pay for childcare. But none of these jobs are fit for me. I deserve better than this. Trevor, you're setting the bar way too high. You can't possibly find a job unless you compromise. It's my choice. I get to choose whichever job I want. I wonder if he's ever going to learn his lesson. He wouldn't get a new job, but he still needed money to pay for childcare, so he ended up borrowing money from some financial firm. He ultimately ended up with a $30,000 debt, while he had no choice but to work several part-time jobs as he was forced to pay back those debts. I've been working night and day, but I still have so much debt. Why was I ever so proud about having a high-level educational background? I called it. As for me, I've been super successful as the department manager. Tom, you wrote megapickles when you meant to write megapixel. We're not talking about a giant cucumber here. What? Oh, I'm so sorry. Thanks for catching that. Trouble Busters.